We're back for another retro review. The Wire, season 1, episode 10. Let's get into it.
Ain't it obvious? I just got the check for depositing. $750 for the sound wave to get it processed. Won't stop till that shit weighing down my pockets. My main thing, still my main thing. She a blossom. When she ease the pain with the brain, she a doctor. She open up, then a thing thicker than the plot gets. Swear that shit is awesome. Sight for the optics. Young nigga on top. Nike's all I'm rocking, so that all they see is checks from where the head to where the socks fit. No logo on the bifocal, flicking no roach tips. Won't even show my face until all the shows book. Need the cash in advance, leave them all so shook. I'm the guy they chosen. Rise up like the rose and put them on a poster. All the way up in the sky where the stars posted. Sip it on that rose, I put it down on coasters. Stack francs from the waves till I own the ocean. More praises for the sayings, let it all soak in. They like, hey, that shit is flame, bitch, I know I rode. They going tight dumb.
Hey, welcome back. This is your girl EBBIE with EBBIE Reviews, and this is going to be my retro review of The Wire, season 1, episode 10, The Cost. So, Bubs is sitting on a bench looking cleaner in the park, trying to stay clean is what he's trying to do. Avon and Stringer Bell are still trying to get a hold of Omar. And the judge signs for 30 more days on the wiretap. Who apparently has been, because of the way he's been waging war about this wiretap, he has been left off of the ticket for re-election for his judgeship. We go to D'Angelo. D'Angelo's baby mama is worrying the hell out of him, so he's trying to get out the house. He missed his girlfriend. Down in the basement, they're figuring out who is on the stash and what phones are being used. Carver and Sidnor got to sit in on the pay phones in 12-hour shifts because Herc is doing something. They discuss talking to Wallace. I have here Orlando's stupid ass is still trying to do an end run around Avon and, you know, try and pick up some extra money by selling dope behind Avon's back. That is not going to turn out well for him. McNulty goes to Wallace's place. He's looking for Wallace to talk to him. Bubs is talking to the sponsor. He says he has a son. And he has HIV and he gave it to his girl. The sponsor did. He tells Bubs to go to meetings, and getting clean is the easy part. Living clean is the hard part. So D'Angelo is sitting outside of the club waiting for a baby girl to show up so he can, baby, please, take me back, please. That girl is getting on my nerves. I don't like her. I like you. And she's like, I don't know. She ignores him. Omar is talking to McNulty and Greggs. He tells them Avon wants to do a ceasefire, and he don't trust it. Orlando goes to make his drug deal to buy his dope so he can try and run around Avon, and turns out the person he buying from is a cop. Stupid ass, I told y'all. And so he gets arrested. Bunk walks up on a sleeping McNulty. They have Wallace. And he corroborates Omar's testimony. And now they don't really know what to do with him. They don't have the funds to hold him in a hotel until they go to trial. But they need a way to get him off the board and protect him. So what they end up doing is sending him to his grandma's house. Lieutenant Daniels takes him to his grandmama's house out on the Outer Banks in North Carolina. Take him to the country. So Orlando is in the pokey, walking around like a dummy. One of the Barksdale crew, who is also in the pokey, sees him, and they call and snitch and dime him out and be like, Orlando's down here in lockup. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he locked up down here. So When they're talking to Wallace, this is before Lieutenant Daniels takes him to his grandma's house. They are talking to him and they're trying to cooperate who they can like charge on and who's doing what. And they ask him about D'Angelo. And because D'Angelo let him out of the game without it being a big issue, and he gave him money, and just because Wallace knows that D'Angelo is not excuse me, as about the game as everyone else, he doesn't rat him out. He doesn't say anything about it. He's like, D'Angelo's cool, and he just leaves it at that. So McNulty's ex-wife is being a big old bitch about the visitation of the children and the transferring. So she takes him to court, and she's like, she's mad because he did the front follow and then he lost them in the market, and she's just trying to, it seems like doesn't matter what it is happening, she's steady trying to separate him from his children. So the lawyer comes to see Orlando, and he thinks that they're here to help, and he's like, no, not here to help you. We're here to transfer the name of the club out of your name. Sign these papers. And he was like, well, what if I don't sign? What y'all gonna do? He's like, I wouldn't suggest you do that, because then you end up dead, and then we still gotta. No, bruh. That's not how this works. Sign this paper. He tried to leverage it, like, and they was like, we needed somebody clean on the liquor license information and the club information, hence why we were taking care of you, but you decided you wanted, your nuts was too big, and so now sign, and then the best of luck with you. So Omar goes to meet with Stricker Bell. He has a wire on about the ceasefire for now. Of course, Omar doesn't trust it, and rightfully so. Okay. Kima and her girl on a girls' night out, and Kima tells the story of why she loves being a cop, and she tells the story so eloquently and so passionately that her girl is like, she doesn't want for Kima to be all of these things. She doesn't want her to be a cop. That's why Kima's going to school and all that good stuff. But, you know, she sees that Kima, that it's really like ingrained in Kima's DNA. So the cop that popped Orlando comes into the basement, and he tells them that he has Orlando and he tried to do the drugs, and, you know, they're going to work something out. Now Burrell is still being a complete dick about buying bus. Omar get on the bus and leave town. So they're running an op. This is the end of the episode. They're running an op with Kima in Orlando. So Orlando is going to be trying to sell drugs buy drugs from a big buy from Avon's people, or close to people from the crew. And so they are taking him to the drop with Kima in the backseat of the car. And Kima has on a wire. So she's trying to make casual conversation, still giving out locations of where they are. And she's like, and she gets kind of turned around because they change the street signs around to confuse the cops. And so the young man who's in the car, he gets out they pull up to this alleyway, and he get out the car, And he's like, okay, we'll be back with the dope. You just hold on to the money. We'll be right back. So little does he know, two hitmen, Weebay and I Stinkum maybe, or Bird. I'm not sure who the second gunman was. They run up on the car, light the car up. Kima can't get to her gun because it wasn't on her person. It was stuck under the seat. And when she sat down, her gun got stuck and she couldn't get to it. And so Kima gets shot as well. Everybody's in a panic because they don't know where she is, and they can hear it happening, but there's nothing they can do to stop it because they don't know where she is. And so they have to use the helicopter to find her. And that is how the episode ends, with Kima, with McNulty giving Kima CPR, and giving her CPR to save her life because she's been shot up. Now Orlando is dead in the front seat, but they all trying to get Kima. McNulty is doing CPR on Kima, and that's how the episode ends. Like I said, there are no filler episodes. Like the last 5 minutes where this bust is supposed to happen, like you can feel like something is off, but you had no idea that this was going to happen. And they shot up Kima, and Kima's our girl. Kima's one of the lead people, so it's very much Game of Thrones. If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Anybody could get it at any time, apparently. So pay attention to what is going on. So that is my review for The Wire Season 1, Episode 10, The Cost. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I will catch you in the next one.